I haven't done this in a long time. So usually that's how the mornings go. I just kind of sit behind the computer, follow up on emails, any calls I've missed, reach out to any leads from like Google ads or social media ads or leads like that. Reconnect with some of our key employees for the marketing agency I run. Yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. So there's a lot that has to be caught up. Was potentially missed out since I did vlogs. It's been a long time. It's been a lot of car stuff. I remember I started some stuff when I was still at UW, university. But a lot has changed. A lot of growth has happened. This is kind of just going to serve as like a self-documentary or me documenting myself because I need something to kind of hold me accountable other than my wife, but this will kind of do it. So this is kind of like the setup I have going here. This is for my more like informative videos that I do for social media. I have my office right here. This nice 49-inch ultra wide. Just picked up these speakers just to get some sound booming in here. Just got a new NAS server that I'm trying to set up. My PC's down there. A lot of things have changed. A lot of things are moving. I was at Keller Williams before, so I had my own office space there, but now I'm at a different firm. They do have an office. It's up in Kirkland. Go there sometimes, but the drive is just so far north that I just rather sit up in my home office. I don't even know when the last time I vlogged was. Let me double check. When we had the fishing stuff like 2 years ago. Before that was car stuff, and then there was me doing stupid challenges because that was COVID time. And my Audi S4. Then I did some car stuff, some video stuff, some Minecraft stuff, some food stuff. Looking back at it, it's all cringe, but hey, we gotta leave it up there. Gotta document the journey. What do we do nowadays? What do we do nowadays? So what we do nowadays is we run a real estate team, Baginski Group. Check us out, baginskigroup.com. It's me, a couple of assistants, then I work out of a Kirkland office. What we mainly do is specialize in first-time home buyers, home investors. We sell houses as well. We're kind of more primarily focused on first-time home buyers. It's kind of our niche, kind of what I like to do. Everybody tries to stay away from them, but for me, it's one of my passions. I like helping first-time home buyers, first-time home investors, kind of guiding them through the process, teaching them every step of the way. It takes a little bit more care, a little more time to nurture, but it's something I'm passionate about. Especially, you know, somebody gets their first keys on their first house, they thought they would not be able to even afford it, let alone get a house. So when you're part of that journey, it's kind of very fulfilling. This year's like officially my first full-time year. Last year was, I worked part-time you could say. I had a venture in a roofing company. I also still have my marketing agency on the side, but last year I was getting married, so I kind of was like, let me make the most amount of money so I can pay for this wedding and start my future, because it kind of came out of the blue. I'm getting engaged, doing all that. So my goal was just to make a certain set amount of money, 6 figures plus, before, let's say, August, the month that I was getting married. And I hit that, thank God, I think like 5 months into last year. But I was doing that, the majority of that income came from like real estate and my marketing company. I kind of cut halfway through. While I was doing that, I started launching the roofing company, and that kind of took my energy and time away from everything. There's definitely another venture. My main idea behind that was, okay, if I have my marketing company, which I'll get into, we specialize in helping construction companies grow, primarily construction, but we've done some small business stuff, some restaurants, cafes, a load of other businesses. But main goal was, okay, if I can start my own roofing company and help those sales grow with the tactics that I've implemented in my marketing company, I would see more upside in the roofing sales, because I'll get a commission and all that, rather than, you know, I have a one-stop company comes to me, I do the marketing for them, and they see all the upside in sales. So that was kind of my idea. So like, okay, if I can grow a company and do this and do that, and then I can have that as my proof of concept, so I can implement into all of these other companies. I mean, the thing that you don't expect is partnerships and how south they can go real quick. So that ended up happening. I ended up getting a buyout and, you know, a lot of drama and all that stuff through there, but I ended up learning a lot. That's about roofing, construction, lead generation, because I was kind of like head of sales or whatever, and going from there. So everything I learned from there, even though it failed kind of, I can implement that back into my marketing company. Marketing and real estate kind of go hand in hand, but as its own aspect. So everything I've learned from my marketing company, I'm implementing back into real estate. You know, the lead generation with the Google ads, SEO, and all that stuff. Implementing that for myself and kind of just trying to see how that can go and grow. Because we do it for a bunch of companies on this side, and kind of trying to do it for my own personal project, which is real estate. I'm seeing some success, kind of officially going more at it right now. First-time homebuyer ads, home evaluation ads, a bunch of ads, doing a bunch of different things, trying out different geographical areas, different markets, trying to capitalize so I can get my cost per click down, but also get my lead conversion to be higher. So, but with my marketing agency, the main goal there is, it's been like officially since like, let's say 2017, but it's been on and off, something I've been doing since high school, and there, you know, taking pictures, video for businesses. But obviously with the change into short form and short format reels and things like that. Trying to implement and optimize every single reel or video that we shoot with a company, contract, or anything like that. Trying to get the best ROI in that, let's say, 30-second time frame. So being just super strategic. It's not just basic. I mean, sometimes it is pretty basic because, you know, that's what the audience wants. We specialize in trying to, you know, look at the market, kind of see what people are liking, what they're not liking. Our main thing that we look at, it's not view count, it's the quality of that one view. Like I tell all my clients, reiterate that the goal is not to get a bunch of views, because you can buy views, you can do interesting things to bot views, but it's to get leads and views that convert. For us, we'd rather get, you know, 1 or 2 clients out of 100 views than 1 million views and no clients at all, because at the end of the day, that's what pays for that contractor or that construction company's bills, pays for the employees, pays for their overhead and all that. Spent the last, let's say, 3 years, that's why I said I was like part-time in real estate, but spent the last like 3 years optimizing that so we can implement it to these construction companies. I remember last year, like when I said I had a number before the wedding, I think we were balancing like 20 companies at a time, and then it just got to a certain point, it was just way too much. I started losing hair, my hair started thinning. I have gray hairs right now, so it's kind of like PTSD. What we ended up doing was fully optimizing everything, just charging a higher premium to offset the amount that we have to do. So now we obviously have way less clients because a lot of people dropped. Some are coming back because they see that we're different than every other company around the area, because everybody likes flashy, but ours is really optimized. We have really everything dialed in. So like, let's say, just kind of off topic, if they shot, let's say 6 or 7 reels with a different company, they would have charged half the price. But if they paid us and we shot it for them and did all the stuff, ours would usually convert better, and they saw it on their end, especially when it comes to consistency of lead flow and how much those videos convert. So there's a bunch of companies coming up right now, especially in the area, that are just doing the general marketing stuff, you know, just buying a camera, throwing up captions, doing all that stuff. But we have a whole back end that optimizes everything. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So the marketing agency, and then real estate now, it's kind of the full-time gig. There's a couple of ventures that I did tap into, but trying to stay out of it, trying to grow these. Real estate, number one, is kind of where I'm at. Everything else on the marketing side is kind of flowing there. I've had a few conversations with people like, hey David, if you drop real estate and you go into that, it'll take off for you. But I find more passion in the real estate. Obviously making money is a thing at the end of the day for everyone, but the way I see where real estate can grow and I can implement that back into my marketing company in the future is kind of the long-term plan. But as of right now, you know, I've been licensed for 4 years, spent all that time growing the real estate aspect, doing all the open houses, all the cold calls, everything else. So trying to find the right route, you can say. One of them, like for example, the marketing company, the reason why I'm thinking this way is the marketing company brings a return relatively quick. I mean, you can get up and running pretty fast with all of our systems for any company that has come on, and you see a more stable paycheck from that. The revenue is there. It's not more scalable, because if you start scaling, it just takes more effort and time. I'd say real estate for me personally is more scalable. It's so easy, especially with like implementing the marketing company's aspect into the real estate. Like I see what other people are producing in the market, and it's easily replicatable. But as of me, you know, having the roofing company and all that stuff, I had to reset initially. And with real estate, whatever you're doing now is going to reflect 3 to 6 months from now. I had like the official reset in December. So kind of just picking up the pieces. And obviously the market's kind of doing its own thing with the high interest rates, very high interest rate economy for the past 2 years. Last year was actually my best year in real estate, even though I only did part-time. So kind of trying to replicate what I did the years prior and push it back in. So things like hosting open houses, door knocking, cold calls, just the basics. You end up learning a lot and learning pretty quick. Yeah, we're kind of just, my goal with this is just kind of document it. It's a way also to hold myself accountable to certain goals that I do have. Like one of my goals that I have written up here on the board, not on the board, I kind of placard, to hit 20 million in volume this year, meaning 20 million in sales, buy or sell side. My average sale right now is like 769,000. I think I said up there. I think it might be slightly lower right now. Double check. I'm at 720, so that's 769. So, I mean, dropped, obviously, average sale drops when you sell lower priced homes, but hey, I'll take over the volume any day, especially with helping, you know, clients. And I help all types of clients, whether it's land acquisition, townhomes and condos or anything like that. So if you guys are interested in the marketing aspect of the real estate aspect, I'm also getting into real estate development. I have a couple of partners in ongoing projects and things like that. So I'm really well versed in that field, especially been doing real estate for, you know, like 5 years now, and then licensed for, going 6 years now, and then licensed for almost 5 years now. So kind of well versed, especially with all the new Seattle zoning laws and ways to implement your current property and how you can rezone it and get value from that. I learned a lot in the past. I think my university vlogs were like 2019, and that's when I dropped out. So it's been almost 6 years. 6 years since I dropped out. We had COVID, blah, blah, all that crap happened. But I think now I've gotten to the point where I can share some successes and losses, and obviously learning as I go, learning from good people around me, people in the social media space, from books. We don't know where this is going to take us, the whole journey, but the goal is to capture myself becoming a multi-millionaire